Apocalypse, Revelation chapter 13, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life, and of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit have to say. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Apocalypse, got mine filled. Apocalypse, got mine clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got mine clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel.
Yeshua's spirit descended upon me. Suddenly I begin to witness the fulfillment of biblical prophecy, demolishing Christianity, Islamic and all worldly philosophies. Alas, TDOC is debately misinformed beasts in two-piece suits with a PhD and many learned in theology. I saw a beast with 7 heads arise from the sea. This is symbolic to 7 European countries. The feet of the beast in grace ground. I detected the beast wore 10 crowns. The archangel Gabriel came down, engaged in a final battle with evil forces all around. Massive bloodshed in the final war. Death to all that held Caesar, Vozier, Michael, and 144,000 proud men. Tempers arousing. I begin browsing the crowd. No lie, I detected Yahusha with a sword in his hand. The sun suddenly ceased to shine. The moon was covered with blood like red wine. 3 inverted, number 9s equate 6, 6, 6 in the palm and on the foreheads of those minds who fell victims to Esau's tricks. Revelations 19:11, Christ eliminating old Saint Nick, also known as the devil and the arch deceiver. Souls that used to ridicule and make mockery of Kahan TDOC now wants to be believers. Inasmuch as you did not receive the least of these, now the Most High will not receive you. You lied, live your entire life, wicked and foul. Welcome to hell, feel the apocalypse now.
Apocalypse, got mine filled. Apocalypse, got mine clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got mine clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel.
Apocalypsis, 2/3 hit with death kiss. Last Nazarene we don't miss. Sword fully loaded. Full clip. You walked away from this truth. Folded on your Yahweh. Damn shame. And expect to make it to the kingdom? La-ah. Ha-ha. Think it's funny till them chariots come down. Wicked smiles turn to frowns when Revelations is fulfilled. It's Yah's will that you hear these warnings. So take heed or be cleaved unto Satan's seed.
Apocalypse, got mine filled. Apocalypse, got mine clear. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel. Apocalypse, been revealed. Apocalypse, got mine clear. How it makes me shoot straight and I don't miss. Ain't trusting in nothing but my Bible and my rifle. Ain't for the adversary, make lean like the Eiffel.
Elder David, tell these young men out here what to do before they get involved in a bad relationship.
Listen up, young ones. You better test her before you bless her.
Jay done ran it up.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
My pops died, my tears froze because my heart was too cold inside my body. My temperature rose, about to explode when I found my mom's lied to me. Hit the street with the heat on the creek, about to leak the next one that I meet. Bad vibes, Good Friday, about to catch a body, the next one that tried me. You're the one, said Yahusha the son, put down the gun. I cried to the sky, that's why, me, that is chosen. What about those one? Lord knows, he doesn't make mistakes, most people are fake, just pose in church, but each day they sin and say we all make mistakes. Con, I'm talking to Jake, better take heed to this. My mom lied about dad because all wickedness is but little to the woman's evilness. She made you a mangina, it shows in your feebleness. You bend over backwards just to please a bitch. Are you a leader, just a man she want to use to get even with? Evil Eves in this gynocentric bliss. Refuse to submit, but act right until you make her your wife. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, or she will ruin your life.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Above cloud 9, praying that I make it home to my destination. Submissive rib at the crib, patiently waiting. Open the door to hugs and admiration. No time wasted. I don't see nothing wrong with a little solo demonstration. But what I'm describing is fantasy to be real. Actuality hits when there's no home-cooked meals. No love in the home, so cold can't feel. Arguing over stupid shit, what's your deal? A righteous man enters your life, and all you cause is strife. Lying about small things got me looking at you sideways. Finna leave you standing near the highway.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Excessive pain, my joys dream from relationships with women against men. Within your eccentric system, she don't understand. Want me to be romantic, I tell her, damn it, I'm the queen of the planet. I'm not from Rome, 911, police raid my home. She was bad to the bone when we met. How could she get me locked up like that? Hypergamy was a word for me. Yes, she loved my assets. Bet that. Now, I'm a spokesman for men. Am I the last real man left? Last one left. Just saying to all you fellas out there, you better man up. Job 38:3, gird up your loins like a man. Stop being weak to these women, man. A lot of weak dudes out there, man. And you simping, your manginas, you're going to court, you're getting divorce rate. And listen, sisters, all the real women out there, no disrespect for you, but this is for all those evil Eves out there that be raping men in this gynocentric court system. TDOC recorded your news segment. The book of Mark 9:23. And Yahusha said to him, if you can, all things are possible for one who believes. Whether you want that dream job, you want to make $1 million, you want that woman, you can if you believe, bring it into fruition.
Hey, Kim.
They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us, hangs us with addictions and the things we lust into fruition. They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us as the metamorphosis of matter coalesce. Your appearance suppress my thought process, resulting into a tingle in my chest. Your beauty takes away my breath. Figments form into my imagination. Time elapse into an altered state of deep concentration. The mechanics in my brain cells brings into fruition a materialization of you and I embracing. Birth from the stage referred to as thinking. As my mind's third eye focus in under a microscopic possibility of you and me sexually. You are my dream of choice, as you at this very moment hear my voice. Throughout my mind's rotations are the thoughts that I want my heart to be yours. Here's my heart. I am not of this world. I came to your galaxy from above, giving you the greatest gift possible. I'm giving you love. As your brain experienced the penetration of mental intercourse, I delve deeper into your thoughts, taking us to heights beyond space flight. You are the climax of my dreams, exploding under the sparks of twilight. Alas, it is you I have dreamt about upon my pillow each night. As you clearly focus in as binoculars or microscopic lens, the vision becomes clearer. You want me to be your man. Our thoughts draws in motion while hoping that nature takes its course. You are of the world. I am your axis. I am of the sea. You are of the sand. Do you understand? Do you understand? They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us, hangs us with addictions and the things we lust into fruition. They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us. What I'm saying is that you and I together is Yahuwah's plan that he established for me. When I hold you, I got the entire world within the palms of my hands. This is not just by chance or choice. My destination is us embracing as reality employs. This is not just joyful wishing to range you into my existence, because I've already told you that my hopes isn't just oblivion, knowing that the odds of our unique type of love is one in never. Forget about a trillion striking twice. We're so electrifying like bolts of lightning strike. So with this pen I write a blissful wish of our beautiful reality into life, with a notepad as my concubine. My pen orgasm ink as I ride these page lines. My mind defines the hope of you and me, from the land of our fantasy to a paradise where we are absolutely free to be beyond the rims of the highest satisfaction of love and sexuality. Although John Gray may say women are for Venus, men are for Mars, we make up the solar system. I'm the sun, you're the moon, we give birth to stars. We go to love for war, but we shall never engage in love wars between us to ensure that our love is never lost. Differences shall mold us into perfection, of course. They try to jail us with their prisons of hate and jealousy, but my sight pierced through fake smirks and smiles and see one's heart's reality. Beyond their Rona zones of their fake praises, friendly ways, plots to establish our disaster is the immortality, immeasurable dimension of our hereafter, where perseverance evolves into us being happier. You don't have to be a math major or perform addition to arrive at the sum that the equation of you and I always equals one. They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us, hangs us with addictions and the things we lust into fruition. They say a little knowledge is dangerous, but not half as bad as ignoramus. Media manipulates the brains of us. We were always one before our physical existence begun. Division, there is none required. multiply forever times infinity. We go higher. Just breathe, sweetie. Our destiny shall follow. This is why I borrow charming thoughts of tomorrow to conquer today's sorrow. The weight is heavy, yet still I shoulder the burden of the weight. The imminent precious gift of you being my mate. My intention revolves around thee like the ring around Saturn. In a galaxy known as our future reality, we engrave astrological patterns. You might have heard of me. I evolved from atoms into atom. At the eve of your wishful thinking, I sail across hell to prevent your heart from sinking. Stop thinking, could this be? From our coming into existence, this was our destiny. But anything of value carries is free. Our praise was to endure the chastisement for us to be still life. Or this is real, wife the dream, and let us unite for life. For the objective of our mission is to stop hoping and wishing and bring this dream into fruition. If you believe anything is possible, bring it to existence. You can do it. Consistency, determination, discipline. You can bring it to fruition.
DNA, credit experience.
Can't see it, but you can feel it. Infected with greatness whenever you come near it. Ruach Qadar, that's that set apart spirit. The scriptures say we perish for the lack of knowledge. Ruach's overstanding, can't find in college.
Con, intellectual Iraq, TDOC is back in traditional black. Strapped with the Torah, still holding the mat. 10 stars on 16 bars. Daughters of Zion rate us and worldly applause. Simp sipping, hater aid, but won't face us. With the Ruach HaKadosh is how Yahuwah laces with lyrics. Uplift dead souls that hear it. Barakatah Akim, you just got blessed by the Holy Spirit. We never let our pants sag. Yours is tighter than a chick clutching a Birkin bag. My words compose pictures vividly. She wants to drop the bag and hold on to me. The foul-mouthed priest in TDOC inevitably have come to replenish your mind. With bright light, I am Christ-like divine. From knowledge to booing, there's 9 different stages. A prehistoric starseed, looking like I am ageless. If you knew the math, black man, you would rage less. 9s, you would raise less. In the hood, guns would blaze less. But the streets packing heat, and the phrase, I'm gonna eat, make your days less. Thus you age less. I'm a orator, a New Testament, heaven sent. Expressing it, I am excellent. Father, her with knowledge, I am Father divine. You're frozen 32 degrees, a thug's mind. Poison animal eaters, mentally and spiritually blind. If you're looking for God, yourself you should find.
Can't see it, but you can feel it. Infected with greatness whenever you come near it. Ruach Qadar, that's that set apart spirit. The scriptures say we perish for the lack of knowledge. Ruach's overstanding, can't find in college.
But you're too busy committing crime, doing time. Another black man locked up before my next line. You look at me like, nigga, please, I'll take your life, I'm straight OG. Fuck you and your peace. I hustle hard in these streets. As long as I breathe, I'm gonna eat. Platinum chains with a cross. Wise up, take the idol off. I came to save these people that are lost. Sent for us to repent. I am that agent that represents Yahuwah's commandments with a highly gifted tongue that blades. I burn hypocrites with a single phrase, like sun rays, la'ah. You can never guess my age. I came from light years over Milky Ways. I existed prior to and ranged higher than you. My lines are hot, but you're lost in the fire, my dude. Shakespeare's a subordinate title. TDOC is a legendary writer. Indestructible, eternal should be my first name. Kahan TDOC? Well, that's just my earth name. Thus, niggas, spics, and savages to diminish all of us. In the hood, we fight and murder till our souls fall from us. But I drop jewels that makes the wildest trappers and ballers hush. If you listen closely, you can hear the Father calling us. Yasha. Nah, you're too cold, because Esau left you froze. You got a penny for your thoughts, a white woman for your private parts. Damn, about to lose your soul, still under Babylonian control. Meanwhile, I walk the green mile to save God's child. Behold, Satan in the Pentagon debating about sending more spacemen, thinking they're escaping this war of Armageddon. Politicians hating the crisis because their life is about this that I am writing. I tell them that Christ is about his, so don't live your life like this. Word to the Father be, embrace the Ruach HaKadosh.
Can't see it, but you can feel it. Infected with greatness whenever you come near it. Ruach HaKadosh, that's that set apart spirit. The scriptures say we perish for the lack of knowledge. Ruach's overstanding, can't find in college. No college.
Sirach 26 and 7, an evil woman was like a yoke, shaking to and fro. Only brush the rush the guff, then now you're booed up. Went bad, now you're mad, your life is screwed up. Try to win, you think it over before you choose her. You should have proved her, about to lose her. Want to abuse her, because I screwed her. Left you scarred and broken hearted, now you're rude. Boy, you no longer rude up. You a loser, cause she sued ya. Them girls that shoot us. Yo, we used to congregate and build, now she got you booed up. We did this work for the Lord, she got your mind just screwed up. Damn. She's gonna toss you like trash when she's done, and you're used up. I'm a spokesman for men, cause women abuse us, falsely accuse us of rape. Word, feminists hate on Jake, but try to take his estate. Told you to leave her, because yo, she was a mistake. Just left court, got divorce rate. He went batal, says all women are foul. Kevin Samuels is gone, I got the throne now. I'm a king, kiss my ring. Women take a bow, I'm masculine and proud. Only brush the rush the guff, then now you're booed up. Went bad, now you're mad, your life is screwed up. Try to win, you think it over before you choose her. You should have proved her, about to lose her. Want to abuse her, because I screwed her. Left you scarred and broken hearted, now you're rude. Boy, no longer booed up. You a loser, cause she sued ya. Them girls that shoot us. She treats you like a loser, told you not to choose her. First John 4:1 means you gotta prove her. Screwed her, then you boot her. My man stepped to her, he spit game, got a name, then he ran up into her, blew her, back out. All night, war life, she's trite, cause she never told him she's another man's wife. Play this song back, cause you really needs to hear it. Psalms 51 and 17, broken heart, contrite spirit. Kahan TDOC, my rhymes be the realest. You got paralysis if you don't feel this. Modest daughters of Zion, it's hard to resist. But you didn't get a Sarah, you got a beep. She did you dirty, but it's still her you miss. Yo, don't cast your rod out for every fish, because you might get hooked in the octopus. See, that happened to my best friend, G. Now like Carol Withers, he's like, lean on me, because he's not strong. The woman's gone. Sirach 26 and 7, an evil woman is like a yoke shaking to and fro, and he that have hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman in a gatter broad cause of great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known by her hardy looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself over much liberty. Y'all dudes change, man. Y'all here acting like every day Valentine's Day. Buying these chicks candy, man. Trying to appease to these broads, man. And then, you know what I mean? A one-hitter quitter, you booed up with a one-hitter quitter, man. Stop trying to cuff these chicks, man. They're all into hypertrophy, man. I told you. Shout out to my man Rashad. I told you, Rashad. Yo, Banyah, I'm watching you, king. Hold your head, man. You better take heed to this, man. Colin tells the doc so you know who said it, man. Stop being booed up with these broads, man. Stay focused on your purpose, man. I'm out.
Chapter 4. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread, and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach.
You could be his sister wife, or you could die alone. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. God's word will be filled, man, it won't be long. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. You could be his sister wife, or you could die alone. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. God's word will be filled, man, it won't be long. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. In prophecy, she wanna marry me, kiss my ring, and call me king. As for now, she played the whore, run the streets, and do her thing. Her body reach stink, women don't think she's born to submit. She say I ain't obeying no man, but get a husband. I'ma suck and ride as much as I can. Get it while you're young, don't be dumb. Oh, Republicans says no more abortions. So you're marching, proceed with caution. Government got your birth in orphans. Damn, it happens too often. In these last days, 7 brides will take hold 2 men of God. You could be his sister wife, and you could die alone. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. God's word will be filled, man, it won't be long. It was Bible prophecy that inspired this song. Religion, me, it's not your thing. You get around just like a ring. Your body count, astonishing. Even have sex with married men. Said if you wasn't married, you marry him. Simp men, Johnage, God play slim. All wickedness is little to a woman's. Oh snap, you gave her children. She's pulling you off your high horse. On top of that, she want a divorce. Women's rule is Esau's shorts. That's why, in the end, 7 women should marry 1 man. Get upset, I don't give a damn. In this feminist takeover plan, gonna shut your courts, man, they rule you. Look at what she done to you. Took your assets like she never knew you. Women enjoy it while you can. 7 women should marry 1 man. Harlots and whores will be contrabands. Isaiah 4 verse 1. Isaiah 4 verse 1, Bible prophecy. In that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. You can like that, understand it, believe it or not. They say let us be called by your name. We will buy our own bread. Meaning they will work for themselves, they will feed themselves to take away their reproach. Meaning to take away their wickedness, man. I didn't make it up, just read the Bible. Yeshaya, Isaiah 4 verse 1. Most High's words, prophecy. So shall it be said, so shall it be done. God tells the docs like you said it. TDOC recording.
Con, you guys could go ahead and start. It's 11 o'clock. Play music for hours, 30 minutes. You guys could go ahead, man. Before back in the background.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.
I believe tonight's Bible study. It's a question and answer, but I feel like we should go over what the Jezebel spirit really is and where we first find that in the scriptures and how to identify a Jezebel spirit. But if anybody had any questions, go ahead and ask him in the chat or any of the panel members, bring it up. I was going to bring out kind of 1 Kings 16 to start off on how she basically was telling King Ahab, look, everybody inside of Yasha Allah is going to start worshiping Baal, and he fell for that. But if anybody had any questions, put them in the chat.
What happened to the good brother Black, man? I don't hear Black saying nothing, man.
I'm here, Op.
It's a long pause, man. Ain't nobody say nothing. But Maya stepped up, man.
1 Kings 16. I got it.
Come on.
Con, where is it? Where's the David? Do you have another phone yet? Wow, I bet he's getting his drink on hard body now, man. Since no one checks on him. I got it.
I didn't see you other in the documentary premiere last night, David.
There's no way to contact him, huh? There's no way to get in contact with him.
You could look at log on that old phone with that Wi-Fi problem.
He said he was paying $1,000 a month for his phone bill.
That's crazy. He still was buying minutes. He was buying minutes, and they were charging him for internet.
Damn.
Can someone explain to me how that's possible? To be paying that much for a phone bill?
Well, it's possible if your name is David. Only if your name is David is it possible.
Call.
Plans don't even go that high. So I don't
It's
know
not supposed to make sense if it's David.
When they got unlimited signs and every phone company store everything. Just not buying minutes.
His glasses be too foggy. You can't read them.
No, you can stop me.
Hey man, you guys gonna run out of time, man. I sent you guys a link because I'm probably gonna need someone to read for me tonight. I got a 10 o'clock thing. I'm a little been fasting, man. From a 3-day cleanse, so my body's pretty weak. I got a competition going on against the Don, man. Stefan the Don, man. You think he could outdo your best body ever, man?
Never that, man. Never that, man.
Stefan the Don be talking all that health stuff, man.
Just trying to keep this
right, man. Let me get back right, man. I ain't over, man. I ain't hear no Big Shirley sing, huh?
Nah. Man. You good, brother. You good, man. Trust me. You on the far end of the bell curve. Believe that. Or
man was fighting everybody in the gym.
Calm.
Fought the whole team.
Caught that boy that COVID kick. You seen
it? I hit him in the solar plex. All you have to do is really tap someone there. He's going down, knocks the wind out of you.
That's in the middle of your chest, right?
Nah, it's right below your rib cage. That little
right
solar plex there.
Right below.
There's someone there. No matter how strong they are, no matter how much they work out, if you hit them right there, they're going down. You can have 6 packs, 8 packs, whatever.
Right below the V.
Come on. You know what you're doing? Just like the floating rib. That's how I used to win a lot of my fights, man. I kept kicking him on the floating rib. He's going down. Come on. There's a rib that's separated from the other ribs. That's the weakest rib, man.
So that solar plex is right at the top of the abdomen?
Yeah, come
on.
If you touch your chest, you see where the V is on your ribs?
Correct.
Yeah, right beneath that. There's that area right there. So that area. right there. You feel it right there.
So that's how you get knocked out when you fall off the monkey bars as a kid. All the air sucked out of you.
Yeah, that right there has a lot to do with healing. That's the center of the stomach right there. A lot of people trying to use that for healing.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah. Roscoe Church in the building. Look at this guy, man. Clean White Leonard has showed back up. I've been sending him messages, man, for the past few days, man. He wouldn't get on the documentary, man.
Bring out it say first Kings chapter 16, verse 1. Banyah.
I just wanted to get to the part where we first see Jezebel, or Jezebel is mentioned.
Just see. But now I put in the room when I said body count astonishing.
Yeah, that flow is crazy. Yeah, that first verse on that song is fire. That first verse, you're going, man. Call me king, kiss my ring. Body count. Shame.
I say them bars be flying over your head. You got to keep listening to it. I'm trying to remember what song it was you're playing during the documentary. You said something, eat these like peanut butter and government cheese. I
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
I was on the floor. Oh, no play, boy. He gonna get you. The book of First Kings, chapter 16, verse 1. The word of Yahuwah came to Jehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha, saying, for as much as I exalted thee out of the dust, and made thee prince over my people, Yasha Allah, and thou hast walked in the way of Jeroboam. And
Salakia, so to give a little background, if my understanding is off, correct me, but the nation of Israel separated into two, right? And it's Israel and Judah. And at this time, there was kings of each, separate, I want to say nation, but of each
Southern
group.
King, Northern King.
Con. Yeah. And, Jeroboam was a king of, I had it written down. Jeroboam was the king of Israel at the time, and he was doing complete wickedness. And the Most High said that he would completely wipe his lineage off the face of the earth because he was just so wicked, such a wicked king. But essentially, fast forward to this king Ahab, who was another king of Israel, I believe, and he was more wicked than any of the other kings, walking in the ways of Jeroboam and things like that. And a portion of that, an aspect of that, was he was taking counsel from this wicked ass woman in his home. Basically, she was in his ear telling him exactly what to do, and changed the entire worship of the nation of Yasha Allah from Yahuwah, the Most High, to Baal. So that's a little kind of background of what's going on. But you could skip to where do you first see Jezebel? Come on. You could skip to 30. Yeah. Yeah, 30. Skip the 16 and 30.
The book of First Kings, chapter 16, verse 30. And Ahab, the son of Omri, did evil in the sight of Yahuwah, above all that were before him. And it came to pass, as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, that he took to wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Zidonians, and went and served Baal and worshipped him. And he reared.
I'll keep reading up.
And he reared up an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Samaria. And Ahab made a grove, and Ahab did more to provoke Yahuwah, the supreme Elohim of Yasha Allah, to anger than all the kings of Israel that were before him. In his days did Hiel the Bethelite build Jericho. He laid the foundation thereof in Abiram, his firstborn, and set up the gates thereof in his youngest son, Segub, according to the word of Yahuwah, which he spake by Joshua, the son of Nun.
Cool. So what comes with the Jezebel spirit is not only fornication, of the Most High, but it's fornication of the flesh and all things with it. It's being sexually immoral. It's being sexually wicked. It's worshiping other gods. It's all that combined. And a lot of women, will get into men's ears and put a batter in their back to do complete wickedness. Kind of a wicked thing. We see an example from the Jezebel spirit is mentioned when she's sort of, it was a man named Naboth, and he had a vineyard, and Ahab had wanted it, but the man's like, no, hey, you can't have my vineyard. I'm trying to figure out where it is, and it is in Kings. That's it's later in there.
I think it might be chapter 18. When you start talking about cutting off the prophets in Obadiah.
Came to pass. Come on. And even in all this, she's leading a charge to kill all the prophets and all that. So she's a completely wicked spirit. And the king of Yasha Allah is taking counsel from her. So that's an indictment on him as well, from taking counsel from a wicked ass spirit, a wicked ass Eve in his ear, making him stray away from the supreme Allah, his creator.
Salakia, when you say the Eve will be in our ear to get us to do wickedness, it's broad, and sometimes when you hear it, you don't look at wickedness as maybe she'll just get you to turn against yourself, neglect yourself, give all your energy to her. That in itself is wickedness too.
Yeah. This is you're right about that, Stefan. This is a big example. It's like you said, it's just broad, but it could be the smaller things. It could be you not focusing on what you need to be focusing on. It could be you not even talking to your brothers like that no more. You know what I mean? Like just being so isolated to a point where you're distant from what you were doing before she even entered your life. So it doesn't have to be this massive, such a massive type of situation. But these are put in the scriptures for a reason to warn brothers to walk in your own accord. This man Ahab was supposed to be a man of the Most High, leading Yasha Allah under the rulership and guidance of the Supreme Elohim and the prophets. That's why he had to raise up Elijah to say, look, you wicked ass woman, you got all these people worshiping Baal, and then he made that kind of example of all these people. What was it? They were worshiping a Baal. Please make it rain, and he's mocking them because she's basically got the whole nation of Yasha Allah fooled, worshiping a false deity. All because the Ahab wouldn't stop that at his home. He wasn't ruling over his household. What's that precept? He wasn't ruling over his household, so that affected the whole nation.
I got a precept to add to what Stefan was just stating. Book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
I should know that precept. You say it right in the song.
Sometimes giving your strength could just be as simple as giving your attention to something that is just corrupt. For example, going in the store, you know, those chicks are dressed the way they dress, you know, and today I said to myself, I'm not even gonna look, man, because I would feel cheap if I'm staring it up and down. You get what I'm saying? And I felt better not giving her my energy through my eyes. You dig what I'm saying?
That's what they mainly do it for. You know, they jumping in them pants in the mirror before they come outside. They know what they got on, so you don't pay them no attention. You show yourself the strength and make her go back to the drawing board. You got to come with something better than that because it ain't working.
For real, man.
You want to jump over to 1 Kings 18 one night?
Con, I was reading how, you know, brother Elijah had to basically hide prophets because she was going on a killing spree. That's the 1 Kings 18 and
I can start at the first one, as the first verse.
Come on.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 1. And it came to pass after many days, the word of Yahuwah came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, shew thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to shew himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared Yahuwah greatly, for it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of Yahuwah, that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave. And fed them with bread.
She's going on the killing spree. You know, it's like Order 66 with the Jedis. You know, you if you worship the Most High with all due diligence, you're done for. You know, that's what it was at this time, and that's what Ahab. It says right there, he was the governor. That's what Ahab was allowing in his kingdom. That's what he was allowing in his kingdom, and he knew this was wrong. But that wicked woman must have been doing something to him, because I don't know, but he was just letting it go. He was just letting it slide.
For it was so when I read that. Salakia. And fed them with bread and water. Verse 5. And Ahab said unto Obadiah, Go into the land, unto all fountains of water, and unto all brooks. Peradventure, we may find grass to save the horses and mules alive, that we lose not all the beast. So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. Ahab went one way by himself, and Obadiah went another way by himself. And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Elijah met him, and he knew him, and fell on his face, and said, Art thou that my lord Elijah? And he answered him, I am. Go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldest deliver thy servant into the hand of Ahab to slay me?
So Obadiah is like, he's basically saying, man, if I do this, he's gonna kill me, because he knows that Ahab has basically just become wicked. You know, listening to that Eve in his ear, listening to that Jezebel spirit in his ear, to a point where he's scared to even approach him, telling him that the prophet Elijah is here.
And just to add to that, just throughout the scriptures, different accounts, every time a man hearkened unto the voice of a woman, he go off. Every single time, because it's not in the divine order for a man to be following no woman. Every single time. Adam and Eve, Sarah and Abraham.
Cool.
Every single time you listen and hearken to a woman, you go off. Because that woman gonna always, like, she's led by them emotions and feelings. So she's gonna always lead you contrary to what the Most High said.
Come on.
How does it turn out for every man that follows a woman nowadays?
Exact same way, y'all.
Gone.
Exact same way.
Always go back to, I mean, if you even look, it's very simple, right? If you look at the first commandment that the Most High gives us, a commandment is a directive order, right? I'm your supreme Elohim. You should have no other Elohim before me. Elohim is your power, right? That's where you get your power, your power, your direction, your guidance, your leadership, your knowledge and wisdom from. If you replace the supreme Elohim with any other aspect, that becomes your Elohim. So you're taking counsel from your woman. That's basically your Elohim, and that's way off. That's off as hell. So whatever she tells you to do, you'll be down with. Hey, go kill Naboth. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna kill Naboth. You know, you're gonna have no qualms about it because you take guidance and leadership from her. Hey, go do this and that. No Bible study tonight. Hey, go do this and that. Or we should do this and that. If you taking guidance from your woman, then that's off as hell. You really breaking the first commandment that the Most High, our Supreme Elohim, has given us.
Khan, Salaka, and what must come with that is debasement. Because what's the only reason you're listening to the woman? For sexual favor. You feel me?
Khan.
And then your spirit within you is gonna feel funny. Like, you know this woman sending you to do some wickedness.
Khan.
It's like it's just something. It's something that shouldn't be done by no one, no man.
And you look at the context of what we're reading right now. I mean, there's a famine in the land. I wonder why. I wonder why. You know, bad things happen. You know, really realizing like, okay, I wonder why. You know what I mean? You got to have prophets of the Most High to come and explain these things. But I mean, this is supposed to be the king of Yasha Allah. It's a nation, and you got a famine in your land. I mean, things are looking real bad outside. But you still listen to the woman in your ear.
And just building off what you said, let me back. It's the Most High called us to be His special people above all nations. So if we in a state of poverty and all that, we gotta literally check ourselves and come back to His commandments. Because if you're His special people above all nations, don't you think that's where you should be placed?
Come on. That's why Jake doesn't really understand why things are so crappy half the time for him, because you disobeying your Most High, your Supreme Elohim of power. That's why these judgments have fallen upon us. Deuteronomy judgments. It really starts to add up when you really look at it like that.
Verse 10, as Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim liveth, there is no nation or kingdom whither my Lord hath not sent to seek thee. And when they said, he is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation that they found thee not. And now thou sayest, go, tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And it shall come to pass, as soon as I am gone from thee, that the Spirit, the Ruach of Yahuwah, shall carry thee whither I know not. And so when I come and tell Ahab, and he cannot find thee, he shall slay me. But I, thy servant, fear Yahuwah from my youth. Was it not told, my Lord, what I did when Jezebel slew the prophets of Yahuwah? How I hid 100 men of Yahuwah's prophets by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water? And now thou sayest, go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here, and he shall slay me, faithful unto death. And Elijah said, as Yahuwah of hosts liveth, before whom I stand, I will surely shew myself unto him today. So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Yasha-Allah?
You know what's interesting? I also kind of really indirectly, Obadiah was low-key scared. He's scared of Jezebel. Because I'm looking at when he gets to the kingdom, when he gets to the throne, he's gonna see Ahab and he's gonna see Jezebel right next to Ahab. And when he has to face Ahab and say, "Hey, Elijah's out here, he's asking to come see you," you know, Jezebel's gonna whisper in his ear, "Kill Obadiah." That's so he's indirectly scared. He's scared of Jezebel. I mean, that spirit. You can let it put fear in your heart if you want to, you know what I mean? But you got Elijah, the righteous man, saying, "Look, I'm not scared of no damn wicked ass woman. I'm gonna do the work of the Most High above all that, and I'm gonna check Ahab on that because he's ruling his kingdom completely off."
Most High don't give us no spirit of timid or fear, but a spirit of power and peace. Power and peace. Verse 16, 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 16. So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Yasha-Allah? And he answered, I have not troubled Yasha-Allah, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of Yahuwah, and thou hast followed Baalim. Now therefore send and gather to me all Yasha-Allah unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Yasha-Allah and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel.
Salaki. So, kind of a synopsis moving forward. You're gonna gather them, and it's gonna be a spectacle to see the Supreme Elohim, you know, show all these prophets of Baal who've just been converted to be men of Baal, you know what I mean? To be men of wickedness, to be men of fornication of the spirit, to worship that deity and nothing to come about it, you know, and Elijah's going to show them the power of the Supreme Elohim. But I wanted to get to that part where she basically puts out the charge to kill Naboth. That's further down. I know brothers have put it in the chat. 1 Kings 21.
21.
Come on.
Book of 1 Kings, chapter 21, verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house, and I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money. And Naboth said to Ahab, Yahuwah forbid me that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread. But Jezebel his wife came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad that thou eatest no bread?
Come on. So you see here, this is the pillow talking right here. It's about to start. To get right in his ear, tell him exactly tell him sweet things in his ear.
So not good, but I'm sorry. But also realize how much of a crying baby pout. You know, he couldn't get what he wanted, so now he's laying down and don't want to eat like a little child. You get what I'm saying?
You sad about another man's belongings,
right?
Which is something he should righteously fight for, is his inheritance of his father from his father. That's something that's passed down generation to generation. The scriptures say a wise man shall leave an inheritance for his children and his children's children.
God.
That's crazy.
Walking in the ways of Jeroboam, man. He's supposed to be a king. You a king. You gotta have that vineyard. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's
because it's near his house.
Yeah.
Man.
But he's also a liar because he said, I'll give you a vineyard that's better. So if you have a vineyard that's better, why do you want to go get this man's vineyard? He's a liar as well.
He ain't operating in the right spirit, Verse 6. And he said unto her, because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, doest thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal. I don't know, it's just telling me to explain that part. Because you know, back then they had them stamps like sealed the how can I explain
with the wax
with candlestick? Yeah.
Con. Y'all with me out. So he wrote letters so she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letters, saying, proclaim a fast, and set Naboth on high among the people. And set 2 men, sons of Belial, before him, to bear witness against him, saying, thou didst blaspheme the Elohim and the king. And then carry him out and stone him, that he may die. Evil.
Cool.
Wicked.
Relate this to modern day. I mean, she's got access to his kingly pens and files and all that. I mean, this is like a wicked woman having access to your bank account, this and that, all your important documents, signing your signature on things, signing your nature on things. So this is wicked as hell. Setting a man up for murder.
And the men, verse 11, and the men of his city, even the elders and the nobles who were the inhabitants in his city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letters which she had sent unto them. They proclaimed the fast, and set Naboth on high among the people. And there came in 2 men, children of Belial, and sat before him. And the men of Belial witnessed against him, even against Naboth, in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme Elohim and the king. Then they carried him forth out of the city and stoned him with stones, that he died. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, Naboth is stoned and is dead. That's wicked.
What's crazy is, you know, as we continue on reading, that spirit of Jezebel has been basically infected Ahab so much to the point that after he hears that the vineyard is, he can have the vineyard now, he don't even ask, say, "Oh, what happened to Naboth?" You know what I mean? Like it's just a point of, oh, okay, you know, no qualms about the brother that just passed away. It's just the fact that you so infatuated with this woman that Jezebel's spirit has done affected your mind state to where it just is what it is with you. I guess you just don't care that he just miraculously just got stoned to death in front of everybody
for no reason.
First
Kings chapter 21 verse 15. And it came to pass when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, "Arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive but dead." And it came to pass when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it.
He just got right up. So, oh, all right. Wow. That's crazy to me, but this is just how much of his spirit was in a subdued state by another spirit, that Jezebel spirit that was right in his home.
To the point where he has no conscience.
Come.
It's crazy, man. And the word of Yahuwah came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, "Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Yashar'elah, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whether he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, in the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth shall dogs lick thy blood, even thine." And Ahab said unto Elijah, "Hast thou found me, O mine enemy?" And he answered, "I have found thee, because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of Yahuwah. Behold, I will..."
It's like he sold himself out. He sold himself and proved that he couldn't be a man of the Most High right here. And this is why we continue reading on. The Most High is he already put it in Elijah to tell Ahab what's going to happen to him, and of course it comes to pass. But he's basically sold his soul out to this Jezebel spirit. He sold his soul to his woman, and his woman has control over him. And everything that happens in his kingdom, he has to go seek counsel from his woman before he goes through with it. You know what I mean? He has to seek advice from his woman. That's his guidance, that's his knowledge, and that's his wisdom right there. Is his woman. That's off as hell. That's wicked as hell. This Jezebel spirit has already corrupted his soul to do wickedness in the sight of the Supreme Allah.
No different than today when you see these Jezebels on TV talk about, I want a man that's a drug dealer. I want a man that's a scammer. You get what I'm saying? These idiots go and corrupt themselves for that foolishness.
And then after she destroy him, he trick him out of his freedom or his life, he dead in the grave. She going on to the next one and do the same thing.
No, usually he get locked up and she start messing with the best friend.
Verse 21. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Yashar'elah, and will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger, and made Yashar'elah to sin. And of Jezebel also spaketh Yahuwah, saying, The dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. Him that dieth of Ahab in the city, the dog shall eat. And him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. but there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of Yahuwah, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up.
Come on, Salaki, you see it right there. Jezebel has stirred up that wicked spirit within the midst of Yasharallah. You know, we already know two things can't exist at once. Wickedness can't exist with yawliness. So it's gotta get purged out. That's why the Supreme Elohim has put out this charge to Elijah to say, look, you're gonna get erased, and it's gonna look real damn bad. I mean, to get licked up by dogs. Damn. That's no righteous death.
Dogs and vultures.
Come.
Verse 26. And he did very abominably in following idols, according to all things, as did the Amorites, whom Yahuwah cast out before the children of Yasha Allah. And it came to pass, when Ahab heard those words, that he rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his flesh and fasted and lay in sackcloth and went softly. And the word of Yahuwah came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, seest thou how Ahab humbleth himself before me? Because he humbleth himself before me, I will not bring the evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring the evil upon his house.
So even at the end, when Ahab had heard this, the prophecy to come, he's asking for forgiveness for this from Yahuwah, and eventually this prophecy does fulfill itself, but he doesn't bring it upon Ahab, at least not immediately. It comes on his son's days. His sons are basically wiped out, but all because Ahab decided, instead of following the Supreme Elohim, which he knew his forefathers did, he decided to stray away from that and follow the Jezebel spirit, the fornication of the spirit. That's what the Jezebel spirit will make you do, the fornication, the immorality, the sexual immorality. I mean, they got groves today. I mean, we look at if you go to any campus or something like that, that's a grove basically, right? They got groves, all types of bushery and things like that, and then in the middle of them, you see what? You see obelisk, or you see some type of statue of some deity or something like that. It's all over. So the Jezebel spirit it's not like it just went away. It's very profound and prevalent in our captivity right now.
Okay, 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 1. And they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Yasha Allah. And it came to pass in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, came down to the king of Yasha Allah. And the king of Yasha Allah said unto his servants, know ye that Ramoth in Gilead is ours, and we be still, and take it not out of the hand of the king of Syria. And he said unto Jehoshaphat, wilt thou go with me to battle to Ramoth Gilead? And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Yasha Allah, I am as thou art, my people as thy people, my horses as thy horses. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Yasha Allah, inquire, I pray thee, at the word of Yahuwah today. Then the king of Yasha Allah gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of Yahuwah besides, that we might inquire of him? And the king of Yasha Allah said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of Yahuwah. But I hate him, for he doeth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so.
So he's basically like, look, I don't like that guy. He tells me the truth. You know what I mean? He's actually in my ear telling me what I really need to hear, other than the wicked woman I have in my home. Yeah, I don't like that guy. That's basically what he's saying. He tells me things I don't want to hear. But you need to hear that reality from one of your brothers, one of the men of the Most High, before you go out and follow a wicked ass woman.
Verse 9. Then the king of Yasharallah called an officer and said, hasten hither, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, and the king of Israel, Yasharallah, and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, sat each on his throne, having put on their robes in a void place in the entrance of the gate of Samaria. And all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah, the son of Kena'anah, made him horns of iron. And he said, thus saith Yahuwah, with these shalt thou push the Syrians until thou have consumed them. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for Yahuwah shall deliver it into the king's hands. And the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake unto him, saying, behold, now the words of the prophets declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good. And Micaiah said, as Yahuwah liveth, what Yahuwah saith unto me, that will I speak. So he came to the king, and the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear? And he answered him, go and prosper, for Yahuwah shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the king said unto him, how many times shall I adjure thee, that thou tell me nothing but that which is true in the name of Yahuwah? And he said, I saw all Yasharallah scattered upon the hills, and sheep that have not a shepherd. And Yahuwah said, these have no master. Let them return every man to his house in peace. And the king of Yasharallah said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil?
So lucky. Skip to basically trying to get to the battlefield. So basically, Micaiah stirred up a spirit in one of the other prophets that was there at the time. And, you know, they can continue on reading, but I wanted to get to the point of where basically even at the end, Ahab was just, he was turned out. He literally got turned out by the Jezebel spirit to a point where he was going to try to trick in battle. Just, you know, I want them to get it.
About 35, 36.
Yeah.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 22, verse 35. And the battle increased that day, and the king was stayed up in his chariot against the Syrians, and died at even. And the blood ran out of the wound into the midst of the chariot. And there went a proclamation throughout the host about the going down of the sun, saying, every man to his city, and every man to his own country. So the king died and was brought to Samaria, and they buried the king in Samaria. And one washed the chariot in the pool of Samaria, and the dogs licked up his blood, and they washed his armor according to the word of Yahuwah which he spake. Now the rest of
go ahead, Op.
Verse 39. Now the rest of the acts of Ahab and all that he did, and the ivory house which he made, and all the cities that he built, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Yasha Allah? So Ahab slept with his fathers, and Ahaziah, his son, reigned in his stead. And Jehoshaphat, the son of Asa, began to reign over Judah in the 4th year of King Ahab of Yasha Allah. Ahab, king of Yasha Allah. Jehoshaphat was 35 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 25 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Azubah, the daughter of Shilhi. And he walked in all the ways of Asa his father. He turned not aside from it, doing that which was right in the eyes of Yahuwah. Nevertheless, the high places were not taken away, for the people offered and burnt incense yet in the high places. And Jehoshaphat made peace with the king of Yasha Allah. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoshaphat and his might that he shewed, and how he warred, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah?
So that's really essentially what I wanted, folks to gather is don't let no Jezebel spirit sleep right next to you. You getting counsel from a Jezebel spirit, Supreme Allahan, betraying everything that you stand for, your morals, all aspects of your life get challenged by a Jezebel spirit, by a wicked woman.
Let me just read this last verse up. Last verse is important. 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 46. And the remnant of the Sodomites, which remained in the days of his father Asa, he took out of the land. Got him up out of there.
But that was all being, they were all okay with that, because that Jezebel spirit was okay with that. Baal is okay with that. You know what I mean? That comes with the worship of Baal. That comes with the Jezebel spirit. That's sexual immorality. That's spoken against of in the book of Leviticus. So that's what comes with that type of spirit. And if you let that in the midst of righteousness, it's just going to throw everything off. I mean, you got a famine in the land, you got no rain, things like that. So all types of wickedness was going on, and it takes righteous men of the Most High to expel that. And you got to really stand on that, and you got to mean that. You can't let any type of Jezebel spirit just enter in, and you just get controlled by that. You end up like Ahab, going outside. So it's
putting dogs on you.
And if you read in 2 Kings, man, she is the way Jezebel died was, oh man, it's fitting though. I believe that spirit is also mentioned in the book of Revelations as well, or like the whore of Babylon. So it's synonymous. You know what I mean? It's wickedness. It's wickedness, and most of the time Eve is playing that role. Most of the time Eve is the ones that's friends with the Sodomites. You know what I mean?
So they the one allow that stuff. You telling the truth, huh? Oh, that's my friend. Feed them to the dogs. And we can't allow that. Can't even laugh at it. None of that.
Salaki, gang. Can I add on?
Come on. Bring it out.
I was walking out in the they got a park out there in the Hagerstown area, and it's a statue, bro. And it's a statue of an Eve shooting a bow and arrow up into the sky with a dog next to her, and she's nude. This sculpture of her nude with the dog next to her, and she's shooting a bow and arrow in the sky, King. And just to for the scriptures to be and the lesson to be on Jezebel, I'm like, why did y'all show that to me today? Like, and I stared at it like it looked so wicked. Like, really? Then the lesson tonight is dealing with that.
But Salaki, what do we have now? A bunch of women that decided to act masculine, right? And all I see when I go to clients' house after house after house is women, single dogs. Women, single dogs. It's not a joke. Real talk. Because they decided to be masculine. Now you got to live with a beast.
Brothers, Edomite came into the barbershop today, bro. Edomite woman. She getting her hair cut, bro. Tattooed all up. She got the turkey neck going on. Getting a haircut in the fade tip, bro. I'm looking at her like, really?
She got the Sherman Clump neck.
The shirt, man. No, she got the turkey neck, the little gobble joint, that joint hanging. The wiggly joint. You know what I'm saying? It ain't had the clump. She had the wiggly sagging joint. I'm looking at her like, wow. That's great. And for some reason, I just kept looking at her today like, my chair next to her chair, the brother, know what I'm saying, cutting her hair, and I just kept looking at her for some reason. Like, I didn't know why. I just kept looking at her like, I know why. I'm like, you was so out of order. You wicked Eve, you. That's what's going through my mind. And then the scriptures in the lesson tonight is dealing with that. Like, that is so wicked, bro.
Come. What's that? A woman shall compass a man.
Oh man, I just read that today. Is that Job? Is it something 13:3? I think it's. I literally just read that today.
Jeremiah 31:22.
31 Jeremiah.
Because that's basically what's going on. They're trying to switch roles. You get a temp fade. Come on, man. Laser cut. All types of designs in the haircuts and all that. Every scene, man. It really, like the brother Stefan just said, they're trying to be a man so much. All these Eves is masculine as hell. Walking around, they already wearing men's clothing. So I mean, it's off as hell. Off as hell. And that goes back to that Jezebel spirit. She was the one wearing the pants. She was the one wearing the pants. The secret hand behind the veil. Basically controlling the nation at that time.
I'm gonna bring it out. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahuwah hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Come. Shalom.
Saying the same thing up. It's crazy, man.
You speaking clean, your audio low.
You hear me? You low,
yeah, it's low.
Like real low?
Come.
Better now?
No, that's still low.
I can hear you, but you're low. I can hear you.
Oh, come on.
That woman shall come past the man. Kahan said that at the beginning of feminism.
Come
Kahan. Yeah. Y'all you don't got no good questions for us today?
Trust me, I'm trying to stir something up, but nah, I've just been listening.
You be reading, huh? Your questions be on point.
Yeah, the spirit, man, it calls to me, man. I like to introspect a lot, man. That's all.
Shalom, Virgil.
Shalom, King. very powerful topic. Just taking in some of the scriptures you brothers is pointing out today.
Stay equipped with the script.
That's one of your bars, Banyah?
No, I just made it up.
You better write that down. You're always moving, huh?
Nah, it's crazy. What did Kahan say? Am I being fined for moving precept to precept, line upon line?
Glock froze. My Shiach got a web around me like Joe.
That song is fire. That's a part 2 to Abanah Shabbat Shemayim. That song is fire.
Gosh, I ate something. I know I was listening to Worldly Negroes earlier. Nah, boy, he set that one on fire, boy. That verse in the beginning, boy. I for Jake, police brutality. You don't hear no burners.
Damn,
the production on that track is top notch too. Whoever made that track work together.
Who made that beat?
I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to remember.
You can put that on the radio. That's on the secular ways. Yeah, they'll put that all day.
Was it Key Man? I think it was Key Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Key Man. We done so much songs I can't remember.
Con, it was Key Man because Apocalypse was Key Man too. So I think that was in one of the batch of beats that he had made.
Con. Turn them keys up, Key Man. I think that was him. Sure, he said you could sell your soul, but you can't buy your way into heaven.
Amos 8 and 11.
People say. What's that song? What you and Kahan? Oh man, yeah. What's the name of it? All these names, I be forgetting them. Be mixing together. Damn. Can't remember off the top of my head. And he's like, touch the hem of my garment. It was fire.
Garment. I can't remember. You gotta tell me a little more.
Bring dead souls back to life.
Oh, that's Calling to the House of Israel.
Calling to, yeah. There you go.
I actually like the rollout to the music because I was assuming that I was just gonna drop track by track. But then when I went on Bandcamp, I see 4 albums. I said, wow. Like it's like when you do like a surprise album. You know how you just drop some snippets or some EPs to warm up people, and then you just release the album. I was like, I'm thinking it's just one album. It's like 4 albums, and I know y'all still working. I'm like, yo, it just gets better. That was amazing.
You gotta give that credit to Kahan.
Come
on, hands down, you gotta give that credit to Kahan. He relentless with it.
Like, got that Bandcamp looking like a catalog.
Exactly. That's what I was emphasizing. 4 albums? When do y'all sleep?
Come on.
Locky the condom, he don't sleep. He just take nips. He don't take naps. He just take a nip and he back at it. He be nipping. So no, like he charged up off of 4 hours and then back at it. For real, King. It just goes to show you how the grace and the glory of Yah bestows that upon his chosen of Yasha Allah. Because just think about it, on the most simplest aspect, look how blessed we are, aside from everyone else that's around us going through a lot of hardships, going through a lot of turmoil, and we blessed for real. I mean, truly blessed to have that oxygen, to have that air, to have that life, and anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I have nothing. Everything I have is due to the grace of the Most High, Yah. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing. I have nothing of my own. Everything I have is through the grace of my Creator bestowing it upon me. I have my camp. I have my team. I have my community. You know what I'm saying? If I don't got nothing, I got that because the Most High allowed me to have that. We so blessed, bro. We got the scriptures. We got the word. We got the right knowledge that the Creator has bestowed that upon us, bro. We are rich beyond measure, We caked up for real. All we gotta do is just apply the scriptures and get anything and everything that we want and just give it to our Creator, bro. Flat out. And we got a wonderful teacher that gives it to us raw and direct. You know what I'm saying? A pure catalyst. Like, yeah, if I can do this, you can do it too. What's up? I did it.
Salakia, you said something, and you said even if I don't have anything, I have my brothers. No, your brothers is everything. People is everything, man. The relationships you build are everything. Let me tell you something. I might be one of the older ones in the room again, but if you have a great friend, you are rich beyond belief. So then imagine if you end up with 2. You get what I'm saying? But now you have a whole room full of brothers to help keep you strong. Do you know how powerful that is? And even beyond that, what we know, do each and every one of you brothers don't realize that how much more you know than the average being on this planet? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? And riches is in knowledge. They can take the material away, but they can't take the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We beyond rich, man. And he was saying something about the energy. Just from being around Kahan, I get motivated, man. I fell asleep in the car listening to the joint at 12, woke up at 4, and go back to sleep since then. You get what I'm trying to tell you? I'm just amped off of this journey. and off of being able to be in this room. You feel me? And furthermore, Affian say if not, man.
2 words. 2 words.
This how we own it. Yeah.
Maybe drop the phone, man. Word. You got, yeah, man. Real talk. We rich, man.
Listen, man, we good. We ain't, look, and it's crazy. You know how this television and these, you know what I'm saying, these whole scam artists, you can do this and be rich. We already rich. What are you talking about?
We
For
are the
real,
richest.
like we already rich. For real, we got it. Like we are descendants. Like how, you know, I take it back. This concept, King Mansa Musa. How are we gonna have a ancestor that was the richest man on the planet? How you going to disrupt the whole economy of Egypt by just giving out gold? How you going to do that? You know what I'm saying? And then when the richest man on the planet pass form, whose does that inheritance go to? All of his ancestors, his descendants, and that's us. We the ones, bro. Like, come on, how you gonna tell me I'm not rich? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you giving up so much adversity, so much negative energy towards me, all because you hate me because you ain't me. Wow.
2 words.
We lit.
Well said, bro.
I know when you walk tall now. I know every brother here walk. I know you feel like royalty when you walk around now.
What, man?
I know. I don't know if brothers have the opportunity to be around. You know, when the Edomite children run up to me, that's when I feel really special, man.
Oh, you know the energy when they be stuck staring at you.
You feel me, my G?
They be stuck. You be looking like, why are you staring? They be like, and then it hit you like, oh,
my vibe.
That's that Yah energy resonating from my being.
And I just give thanks and keep cleaning. You heard?
Listen, King, I'm outside the shop, and Edomite and his family walking, and they got their offsprings in the little buggy thing they just pulling. So I'm just standing out front of the shop, and I'm looking. I was like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?"
Yes.
The cart got like 3-4 stores down. They still staring at me.
That's my point, my brother. You feel me?
I was like,
because
what?
you're the richest, man.
You hear me?
I know that makes you, yo, brother. That makes my day every time. I go through the rest of the day smiling after that, man.
Con. That's all I can say is con.
Word, man.
Yeah, con.
It feels good to know who you are, man.
Oh man,
Finally,
royalty.
I give thanks, attitude of gratitude,
and then some. I'm my Kahan say, gratitude is always my attitude.
Con.
For real, you can hate me, I ain't gonna give it back. Do what you do. For real, you don't deserve that kind of energy. You truly blessed, man. It's an honor and then some. To know that I can hear my brothers on Tuesday. I can go to a channel and hear my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you get to hear your name inside wonderful vocal lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You hear your name like, yeah.
This is the hottest room on the planet, my G. Literally.
You feel me? Like, yeah. Oh, praise you, dude. Oh, praise you, dude. I done cut. Say, you say less. Like, yeah, I be charged up every time I hear it. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I be propped up when I hear that joint. Like, yeah. Wayne, man, 95% of communication is nonverbal, bro. So you can imagine when we do elaborate, it's phenomenal energy resonating every time you hear somebody acknowledge. Wow.
Salakia, you want to see the irony to something? Now, peep this. You see all the channels that push the ignoramus stuff, right? They have hundreds of thousands of views, correct? but you know they're not getting paid attention to. However, on this channel here, you can't see a lot of views. They always suppress that. But this channel has the most attention, probably out of you don't know how many channels on YouTube. I promise you. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you don't understand how powerful. I figure y'all do understand, but let me tell you, man. We're in a beautiful place, man. We're in a really beautiful place.
Come on.
Or I don't want to say too much, man, but we're in a beautiful place, man.
Con. Con. David. I love God.
On another note, man, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something live now that I have the opportunity to say it. Let me tell you something, man. If people can't handle the truth and make a decision based on the truth, I feel sorry for them because the truth is showing itself all the time. An older woman, a mother, right, got evicted out of her house, blind. Okay, she's blind. You know who she went to remedy for? Guess who she went to remedy for?
Tell the doctor give you real money.
No. It wasn't. She went to remedy to the Moors. That's why she's evicted now. Thousands of dollars. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't want to have nothing to do with that, man. I can't, man. You know, I'm good, man. I am so good.
They did that to a blind woman?
That's my point, brother. How do you do that? Got the blind woman, the daughter, and the daughter. Well, I mean, listen, the daughter, she got 4 sons, but irregardless, everybody's out of the house now. You understand what I'm saying? That is wicked beyond wicked, man. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Great.
I mean, listen, I don't want to have nothing to do with that little red thing, man. I'm good, man. Sorry. Can't, man. That's just me stating it. That's Stefan saying that. I'm good, man. I can't, man. There's too much wickedness going on, man.
That's just for us to learn, you know.
The truth shall make you mad, but it will set you free. Well, don't take our word for it. Go look it up for yourself. Go look it up for yourself.
And the minute you take that step and do that, I mean, you want to look up, you gonna know it.
It's like mental explosions just going off in your brain when you read those precepts. Oh man, the thing that get me, the scripture of my favorite scripture, Psalms 82 verse 6, bro.
You shall be
ye are gods. What? Small G's, with all due respect. Oh my God. All praise is due to Yah. All we gotta do is just surrender to the Most High and do the Creator's will. He made us in His likeness and after His image. What? Him and His Son. What? We good. All we gotta do is do what the scriptures say, and life will be sweet. I challenge anybody. Do what the scriptures say. Do. And your days will be long and beautiful. What? Where, man?
You're right, exact.
And then you
read those things.
Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, once you go and really read the precepts, like when we was I still think about this lesson that we had recently about the reincarnation. I don't think that was the lesson, but you know, we was going over it, I'm sitting here reading these things. I'm like, yo,
it's simply
crazy
on you now. I don't know how I sat here and answered that question wrong, knowing better. And I sat here and said, and then went right to the scripture and cut my own self.
I still think about that lesson from time to time. Like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Power of the Most High, man. It's a marvel.
Here we go. Back to the Most High. He sent it right back down here. That's why it's important for us to raise our children right, so those righteous spirits that have somewhere to go in our bloodline. Then, like that, when you think of that as well, the fear of death and all that, it goes out the window.
It starts to add up. Like it's no point in crying and being all that. If you live righteous, there's really nothing to be scared of.
Nothing to be worried about. Your spirit going to the Most High, and it's gonna come right back down here in another vessel. That's why this hook I put together for that Marty Moss song.
Wait, y'all released the Marty Moore joint?
No. We finna record it as soon as we get together on the next. I hope today, Most High willing.
Big shout out to the King of Cali, Marty Moore. You dig? You better dig.
Soldier.
Soldier. You always say that lollipop line.
Lollipop, man.
Yo, right.
Straight sucker. Lollipop.
That's my uncle, man. That's my elder right there, man. I miss him, man. Well, he here though. He with us.
Always.
Wow.
You smiling right now. We saying we using this lingo. Elder Marty Moore. Yeah, I got my little pebble,
Get down, Ogie. Sit down somewhere, Ogie.
Well,
get off of me.
Ron in the middle of him talking.
I wonder what they did with Ogie.
Ain't no telling.
The cousin said he has him.
Okay, come.
Yeah, it's time. We're supposed to be on the other side, man. Like at 10. I just let you all go, man. See if you're gonna finish up. Supposed to be on the other joint, that other channel at 10, man.
Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.
Tuesdays.
Well, how come nobody's getting rid of this clown that's in the room, man? It's a adult chat person, man.
What they got going on?
Been putting all this adult stuff in the room, man.
I'm sorry. They always find their way back, man.
I got rid of them once, man. They keep going to change their screen name, man.
So YouTube bots.
They're devils. Wicked demons, man.
Promoting the flesh. Get out of here.
Damn, Zebulon's on him, man. Where you been, Zebulon?
Oh, David.
He always want to put Peace Kings at the very end.
He might be on the computer.
I go to the other side, man. This link is in the room, man. I gotta go over to Taz and Dark Tuesdays, man. Feeling a little burnt out, but I'll still get it done. Person, man, I blocked him once, man. What happened to all the moderators?
You need me to read out? I'm coming over there. Right.
Yeah. I'm throwing it in the room. Yeah.
I got it here.
All right, so we're gonna say shalom over here. The brother spoke very well in the spirit. So praises to the Most High willing. Damn, am I still doing a webinar tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. So like Most High willing, we'll see you probably on the Shabbat, man. Most High willing, either Friday or Saturday for the Shabbat. I'm not doing a webinar this weekend, then I'll typically do it on the Saturday. Most High willing. Edward Isaac in the building up. Come to the other side, Edward Isaac. All you people in the room, here's a link. I'm about to go live over here on Deprogramming Lightner, T-Dot Probable Cause Affidavit. Click on the link right there in the room. Come on. Jeffy Lopes is in the building. Eric White's in the building. They all showing up now. All right, so we're going to say shalom over here. Click on the link. Come to the other side.
Shalom.
Shalom.